From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. Air Transat passengers could face flight suspensions this week as the Sun destination airline prepares for a Wednesday strike deadline from its pilots. Ruth Richardson is among Air Transat travelers leaving Toronto's Pearson Airport. She did not want to cancel her vacation to the Dominican Republic.
Our travel agent called us on the way down yesterday and suggested maybe we should cancel, and we didn't have to, and we said no, we're going.
The airline's owner says cancellations will ramp up ahead of the potential work stoppage that could begin as early as 3 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday. Ontario police are investigating a company connected to the province's controversial Skills Development Fund. The province says it found what it calls suspicious activity relating to payments from a different branch of the government to Keel Digital Solutions. Labour Minister David Piccini's come under fire over the Skills Development Fund. Media reports say one of Keel's lobbyists is a close friend of Piccini's. Canada will open a new express permanent residency program for international doctors next year. Immigration Minister Lena Diab says it'll open to physicians in Canada on temporary work permits who've been working in relevant jobs for at least one of the last 3 years. The Prime Minister says Ottawa's plan to get public servants to spend more time in the office will come into sharper view over the next several weeks. A federal public service union says any return to office decisions must be grounded in evidence. Canada has signed partnerships with Germany and the European Union to work together more on artificial intelligence. AI Minister Evan Solomon hails the pacts as a way to build on shared commitments.
The first MOU deepens our bilateral cooperation on AI, standards, regulation, skills, and adoption, and the aim is for Canada and the EU to reaffirm the economic benefits of AI.
The deals come out of a 2-day G7 meeting of industry, digital, and AI ministers in Montreal. The Golden Globes nominations are out, and they include several Canadians.
Korean-Canadian director Maggie Kang has earned a nod for Best Animated Feature for her debut film K-Pop Demon Hunters. Netflix's cultural juggernaut is also nominated for Best Cinematic and Box Office Achievement. Its Billboard hit Golden is up for Best Original Song.
It's a job. It's just so much harder than I thought it was going to be.
Meanwhile, Vancouver's Seth Rogen is up for Best Actor in a TV musical or comedy for The Studio, up against fellow Canadian Martin Short, who got a nod for his role in Only Murders in the Building. Rogen's co-star, Catherine O'Hara, earned a nod for Best Supporting Actress on TV. Brenda Molina Navidad, The Canadian Press.
This is The Canadian Press. In sports, the Toronto Maple Leafs host the Atlantic Division leading Tampa Bay Lightning in NHL action tonight. Meanwhile, the Calgary Flames look for a third win in a row as they host Buffalo. The Canucks are hosting Detroit. The bench boss of Canada's men's hockey team at the 2026 Winter Games expects there will be some difficult choices when it comes to formalizing the country's roster for the NHL's Olympic return. But John Cooper says that's not a bad thing.
I'm one of many that are watching these players, but I can't stress enough the work that's going into to pick this team, and the decisions are going to be tough, like excruciatingly tough, and which is a good thing.
The roster deadline for the 2026 games in Italy is December 31st. And the Toronto Raptors say Canadian swingman R.J. Barrett will be reevaluated in a week as he continues to recover from a right knee sprain. Toronto has a 3-5 record since Barrett's injury. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.